How you doing? It's Greg M. This is episode 10 of the Absolutely Live interview. Thanks for hanging with us, and I really appreciate it. So, just wanted to let you know, I wanted to say to everybody I hope everybody had a happy Easter. Last week we were not on. I was going to have Nick Puya on, but I decided against it because of the holiday, and I think that was the right decision to make. But Nick is going to be on the show again, or he's going to be on the show. We just have to arrange a time for him to do that. He's an actor, and sometimes actors have hectic schedules because they get called. It's kind of like being in a band where you get called sometimes last minute and you have to go and do your thing. So it's a little bit tough. It's a little bit tougher to kind of schedule for an actor because of that reason. So even though he could commit, perhaps maybe he'd have to, back out of it at some point. So it's tough to do that. But anyway, that being said, tonight we have an amazing Brazilian shred guitar monster. His name is Raphael Olmos. He is on already with us, and I'm going to bring him on in just a moment. So this is a guy that I think Raph and I have been talking on Instagram for probably like a year or so. And he's to me, he comes across as a really great guy. He's in a band called Kamala, like I said, out of Brazil. And he's an amazing guy. He seems like a really amazing guy. I had told him at one point that I was trying to learn guitar. And he asked me my email address. And the next thing you know, I have a bunch of guitar lessons that he had recorded for me specifically. And I thought that was really nice of him. Like, here's a guy who, we only know each other online on the app, and he just went ahead and recorded some stuff for me to learn. So I thought that was really awesome of him. He's been really friendly to me. We've been back and forth a lot of times on messaging and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Raph to join us right now. Yeah, Raph's awesome. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get him on here. So I just want him to know that I appreciate all that. I'll tell him that too. But if you don't know Raph, hopefully you get to know him in this episode. What's up?
What's up?
Yeah.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Really, really happy to be here. Thanks again.
Man, I'm excited
I'm fine.
for you. I'm excited to have you on.
Yeah, me too, man. Thanks a lot.
Listen, I will tell you this, though. I forgot my glasses again.
Okay.
So if I seem like I'm squinting or whatever, I apologize. It's because I am. I'm
Okay.
a little further back from the screen than I normally would, but anyway. So how you doing, bro?
I'm great, man.
You're
I'm
good?
great.
Oh.
I hope to the same.
Oh, good. So
The gigs are getting back here in Brazil finally.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, thank God.
You had a gig recently, didn't you?
Yes, and
how did it
now,
go?
yeah, it was really awesome. Since January, we are back to the gigs.
Thank God.
More than 2 years without any gig.
Oh, man.
So totally strange for us because
Oh.
Kamala is a touring band. It's not just some bands just release and make punctual gigs, but we are always, and we love touring. So it was really difficult.
You're on the road a lot. That's awesome.
Yes.
So, it seems like you've made a really good use of the time off, though, because you've been doing lessons from what I know, and also you've been giving lessons, basically free lessons on Instagram.
Yes.
Which is amazing. And by the way, I just wanted to tell you, thank you for sending me those lessons too.
Oh.
And you did that just out of the kindness of your heart, and I really wanted to tell you that.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
totally. Yes. Welcome.
Yeah, man, you didn't have to do that, and I do appreciate it. So, So what's going on today? Like, are you just chilling out today? What's happening? You got any music going?
No. Today, just PlayStation day because I was working a lot on a lot of Kamala new stuff.
Good.
And the next album. So today I took the day off to rest because it's important. Stay with
awesome.
my family, my wife, my dog. So
that's amazing. And your wife is the drummer of Kamala.
Yes.
All right.
She's the drummer.
Yeah, she's amazing too, man. I wanted to ask you too about the bass players in Kamala. Like, it seems like you haven't really had a bass player that's stuck there. I don't know why that is, but I know how musicians are, and I know
Uh-huh.
how being in a band is. Sometimes it's tough for some people. So
Yeah.
tell me about that if you don't mind. Like, how many bass players have you guys had?
Phew. How many ex-members Kamala had? Because it's not only the best player, because uh, not joking, but I think 16 or 17 ex-members.
Only on bass?
Big, no, no, on drums. On the past, we have two guitars.
Wow.
Uh, on the beginning, I just play guitar and make backing vocals, and I had another singer, but doesn't uh, feel right to continue. The most important thing is to have those splits. Many people want to live uh, by the music, but just a little want to live for the music.
Right.
So when the bands start getting bigger, we need to choose and make sacrifice to be on tour.
Right.
So the people usually choose the other way,
Yeah.
and to us is very important to deliver 200 1000% the best Kamala version that we can. So
Absolutely.
if the member doesn't feel happy or need to split, don't problem. The most important thing is have to the best Kamala version that the public deserves, and we too we deserve a band that everyone wants to be there. So
Right.
it's normal because next year we're gonna make 20 years already, so it's a life.
Holy
It's
mackerel, man.
yes, yes. So
That's
I
amazing.
I, I formed the band in 2003. So it's a lot of sacrifice to leave behind. No,
That's
no.
incredible. That really is
Yes,
incredible. So
yes,
you formed Kamala. Were you in
yes.
any bands prior to being in Kamala?
Yeah, just the school bands, just
Wow.
something like that. But Kamala was my first band,
Yeah.
and when I formed, I have the idea uh, where I want to be in the
Yeah.
future. So I work hard, and
Yeah.
the people that stay with me work hard, like Sabella and now Zacantelli on the bass.
Yeah.
That was cool because during the pandemic he joined the bass,
Yes.
and was we because of on the beginning of the pandemic situation wasn't safe to make a personal rehearsal or test, something like that. Was need to be uh, all online stuff. And
Yes.
when we met each other for the first time was to record the Aimless and Duca video.
Wow.
Was crazy. And after that, looks like that we meet each other and we play with each other for many years because we have the chemistry.
Yeah.
Was really the gigs was really awesome. The people are getting awesome feedback, and we are happy with
That's awesome.
Zacantelli, and now
Yeah.
Isabella start to sing also. So
Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that. Yeah. Hey, I think she did great.
yes, yes,
Are you
I
going to
think
have her
too.
singing a couple of other songs maybe on the next recording?
Yes, yes.
Great.
So it
The load off
was
of
an sorry.
I said it takes the load off of you.
Yeah, yes, because on the past the Alan Malavaz, the ex bassist, he also sings.
Ah,
So I like to have different people singing and to connect with the people, not with my eyes close to the stage. So when Alan leaves the band, Isabella say, "Oh, I will start to learn how to sing," and
yes.
she took a vocal lessons, and she made a great job.
That's
I
awesome.
as a speaking as a fan of Kamala, I'm really proud of her because sounds really great.
Yes.
And it's a new thing to share with the people because a female voice is always nice. She also practicing to scream,
Yeah.
and in the near future, Zach Antelli on the gigs will start to make the backing vocals also. So
Nice.
it's good. It's good.
Really good. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
did you know Zach Cantelli? Did you know him prior to him being in the band?
Before, yeah,
You knew him?
yes, because he's a bassist that play in many bands
Ah, okay.
near of us. So he's a professional guy.
Mm,
He'll have this vision like us.
yeah.
So he was the right guy
Good.
to the spot.
Yeah, it seems like you had your the old bass player, and then right away you had him. So I guess you had him in mind after the old
No,
bass player left. Oh no. Oh, okay.
no. We want to break up with Alan,
Yeah.
but we are still good friends,
Ah, okay.
and it was a natural thing when we look back and say maybe it's better for our friendship and for our respect stop here
Yeah.
and follow in different ways.
Yeah.
And I have some bases in mind after,
Mm-hmm.
but the pandemic came, the gigs are wasn't possible, so we have count to choose the right basis for the band. So in this point was good the pandemic because we don't need to rush to take a guy or a girl to be on the band to make gigs. So we have take care of everything with calm. So he was the right guy. We met. It isn't only play. Play is the easiest part.
Yes.
So we have a lot of meetings, speaking what do we want for our life, for the band, what
Mm-hmm.
we like, what we don't like. So this
So
is
you guys were
most
really
part.
open about the situation,
Yes,
how
need to be.
serious you really are.
Yes,
Yeah, of course.
yes. Because we don't have plan B.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
the band
Very
need
serious.
yes. So we need to choose the right guy or girl
Yes.
for the spot. So that was the right guy, and we are very happy to be with him. And
Good.
he looks like the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, when Bella joined, how long has Isabella been in the band?
Oof. For the first times, she replaced the ex drummer because he injured the both shoulders.
Oh,
Just 1 month before the European tour.
okay. Wow.
So she learned all the set list in 1 month, and she replaced Steven almost a year.
Mm,
After that, Steven he doesn't leave the band because of his injury,
yeah.
because other personal stuff, and the public really liked to watch the gig with Bella, so
Yes.
it was natural to stay with her
Wow.
because winning team we don't need to change when
Absolutely.
the team so she she officially been in the band since 2018 or 17,
That's awesome.
but she played with us since the November or October 2016.
That's awesome.
So yes,
Now, what about prior to or before being in Kamala? What band was she in, or was she in a bunch of different bands? Any?
yes. She played in Lethal Storm, Sinaya, Aborn,
Okay, so
and
she has a lot of experience.
yes.
That's great, man.
Yeah,
I
this
love it.
is important. This is
Of
important too.
course.
Yes,
Yeah, of course. Of course it's important. Yeah, and she's amazing. I mean,
yes,
you hear the way that she lays down her tracks. It's just great. You know,
yeah.
it makes a whole like you or the bass player and her, it's just a
Hmm.
nice bottom end, you know, to what you're doing on the guitar. It just sounds
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, yeah. We try to. I try to be respectful on this the sentence, but we try to think as Rush. Only
Oh,
three people,
yes,
and
yes,
we need to play really well
yes.
to don't have free space on the music.
Right.
So when I check with difficult riff, she need to walk with the bass and the
Yes.
same. And sometimes we let the space to the bass makes the bassist make some solo.
Oh
The
man.
same for her. She loved groove, so
Good.
and at the same time she beat hard. So
Yeah.
it's really awesome. The dynamic is really cool and important, and the people like to watch
Yeah.
a power trio. So
Yes.
many people after the gig just listen us before and say, "You are only three people." I say, "Yes." Doesn't look like so. This is a good point.
It sounds bigger. Yeah, it sounds a lot
Yeah.
bigger.
Yes. Yes.
How
So and
yeah, go
sorry.
ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead.
and for me, for the guitar, it's a challenge because I need to write stuff to sound bigger.
Yes.
And on the records, I try not to use back up guitar. So I try to, as Pantera and as Black Sabbath,
Yes.
don't need to have uh, a rhythm guitar on the solo. So
Yeah.
this is a nice challenge for her and for
Yeah.
the bassist how to sound bigger on the
Yeah.
solo.
Absolutely.
So
So
yeah, yeah.
you don't use overdubs and all that kind of stuff on your recordings, is that right? Like if you're doing everything yourself, you're
For
not
the
ha
guitar,
yeah.
yeah, that I record twice
Mm.
the same guitar
Yeah.
just to sound bigger because if I only replace sorry if I only duplicate the tracks,
Yeah.
don't sound big. So I like to record twice,
Yeah.
but I don't create anything different that I can play live.
Right. And how about the drums? The same thing with the drums?
The Isabella, she records only a track
Hmm.
directly.
Yeah.
Usually she record very fast. The new album she recorded in 2 days, I guess.
Wow.
So
Wow.
she pressed a lot
Yeah.
to record, and
Wow.
she record really fast.
That's incredible.
Yes,
Well, that's incredible for a drummer, for sure.
yes, yes, yes.
So you guys are just like get in there and get it done and then start mixing after that.
Yes, because I like to make pre-production a lot.
Yeah.
So when we enter in the studio, we have the idea with the producer. Then the next album producer is Ricardo Biancarelli, the same guy that produced Aimless, Duca. He also mixed the Live in France album.
Nice.
So for this next album, the first thing he said so was, Rafa, you don't have a record to sound live, sound organic. So
Yeah.
we made a lot of rehearsals. He recorded the rehearsals,
Yeah.
listened to tracks, and oh, try to replace this and there. So when we enter the studio, we have the song in mind. So we practice a lot also.
Yeah.
So to make the best take that we can.
Yeah.
The rhythm guitars I recorded in 1 day, and just
That's
took
good stuff.
yeah, yes, yes. So the vocals was 2 days, and after that we need to record the Isabella vocals.
Yeah.
So it was really fast. The bass 1.5 day. So we like to don't took longer to
Well, everyone's
make a
really
record
smart.
because yeah,
Yeah.
first of all, it's expensive
Yes.
to stay in the studio, and the priority is have the best song. We can enter the studio to learn something. We
No.
have to. We can maybe in the past I made some jams, some improvising solos.
Mm.
That's it. I don't like to improve on
Yeah.
the recording. So
Yeah.
I don't feel nice with myself and the producer. Oh,
Yeah.
and I need to learn this part. No,
Yeah. No.
isn't good.
No. 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 You better have your stuff all set up and ready to go, because, like you're
Yes,
saying,
yes,
time is money. You know,
yes, yes,
and it's a lot of money to do that.
yes, yes, yes.
What,
And we like to have the best quality that we can now for this record and the previous two singles. I recorded all using my Helix with Bogren Digital Impulse Response. They sound amazing
yeah.
by Jans Bogren.
Yeah.
So now I can record the guitar at home and
Nice.
sounds amazing. So
Good.
this is good because I can work in my home, but I don't like to took a lot of time recording. So when I say I will record the album, I will record the album, and usually I record very fast. My solo EP, Make Riff Not War, I
Mm.
recorded in 5 hours or 6 hours.
That's great, man.
So
It
I
sounds
prefer
amazing.
yeah, I prefer to practice a lot and
Yes.
ready to go.
Oh, that's great. Now, let me ask you this about your shows. Like, how many shows does Kamala play in a normal year?
With European tours. Sometimes we make 2 European tours per year,
Mm.
and here in Brazil, it's expensive to travel because it's bigger, and here it's difficult to have tours. We have
Yeah.
separate gigs, maybe 2 in a weekend,
Ah,
but I don't know.
you say like 100 shows, 125 shows,
No, maybe near for 100.
100 shows. Yeah.
Near, yeah. Sometimes 70.
Yeah.
Yes, because the European tours for us is nice because the last one was 18 days, 16 shows.
Oh my God. You
So
got
only two
often.
day offs.
Yeah.
So and when we arrived in France, in Paris, we took the car and played at the same day in Rouen.
Oh, wow.
So I said to my friend, maybe the plane can can arrive at time. He said, no problem. Let's do
Good.
this.
Good.
So I would change my clothes after the gig. Was insane and
Yeah.
totally amazing energy. And it's crazy because after the gig, I said, man, at the same day, I was on the other side of the ocean. And now
That's
I am,
crazy. Yeah.
yes, but we do this for the fans, for us,
Yeah.
for the our friends. So
Rock and roll.
was really nice. Yes, rock and roll.
Rock and
It's a
roll.
it's a long way, as ACDC sings.
That's right.
To
That's
the
right.
top, if you want to rock and roll.
So, do you have like, if you were to choose a favorite place to play, like a favorite area or favorite place to play, do you, like, who would you say that it was, or what would you say it was?
Uh, it's hard question because some people say, "Oh, you forgot me," but uh, France become very special for us.
Yeah. Well, you recorded
So
the album in France, right?
yes, yes, and that album wasn't in our plan.
Oh,
So it
really?
was the last gig of
Huh.
the tour,
Yeah.
and we knew that the guy usually uh, make the transmission on his Facebook. And after the gig, he said, "Oh, I recorded a mood track. You want the tracks?" I say, "What?"
Wow.
Yeah, he sent to us the tracks, and on the way to Paris, because we this gig was in Limbarzic, in really on the south of France, and we were listening the raw tracks in the car,
No way.
because, and I would say, oh my God, this sounds amazing. And the same day we sent to Ricardo Biancarelli, the producer,
Huh.
and he said to us, we can make a live album with this material. So the gig was in October.
Yeah.
He mixed it in November, and in December we release only digital platforms
Yeah.
to not lose the timing.
Right.
So was a surprise for us because we don't plan to have a live album, and this is the coolest thing, because if I, for example, if I know I was recording myself,
Yeah.
I play. Oh, I can
Of course.
I can make mistakes.
Right.
So it's pure organic and
It's very
brutal. Yes, yes, and at the same thing. We don't make overdubs and
Yeah.
something like that.
No.
What you listening is the gig. So
It's great, man. I've listened to it a bunch of times. It's really good. And yeah, for something like that to do overdubs on it, I think that like a really educated listener would probably know if you're messing with it, and I don't think you want to do that to your fans. You just want to be raw. And this is how it is. This is a Kamala show, just like this.
Yeah, yes. And today, I don't like, but okay, if some band like, but today many bands need to be perfect.
Yes.
Oh, you need to be perfect on your live album.
Yes.
And my school is, yeah, my school is, but it's a live gig.
Yes.
Where is the energy if you correct everything?
Right.
So I love the old Sepultura albums, live albums.
Oh yeah.
Pantera, the metallic stuff that we don't like to use a metronome on the drums for tracks. We need to have the flowing stuff because it's my school. It's more true metal. I don't know.
No,
but
totally right.
Yeah, yes.
Have you mentioned Sepultura? Have you guys ever toured with Sepultura?
Not tour, but we made open act twice.
Ah, nice.
Yes, they are awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, our big Brazilian proud, because they are a nice person, and I love the band.
The band's
so that yes, and the new album Quadra sounds amazing.
Oh, I haven't listened yet.
Oh,
I've been stuck on the older albums for Sepultura. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'll give it a chance. I will
give it a chance, because it's one of my favorites. Not on the Derek area, but in other discography. Eloy Casagrande is an alien.
Oh my God, he is an alien. You're right.
Yes, yes.
That poor guy just broke his leg the other day.
Yes, yes.
Unbelievable.
And now he is Iron Man.
Yeah, he really is now a robot.
Yeah. And I am big fan of Andreas Kisser, a riff master for me. So the album sounds amazing. I mean, Derek sings some clean parts, a lot of acoustic nylon guitar. It's amazing. Paulo play as well. The production was by Jens Bogren.
Ah, okay.
So amazing.
This
give it a chance to them
or watching. His name is Jiao Jiao. He says, "Listen to Quadra and Machine Messiah."
Yes.
Yeah, yes. I will. I totally will. Yeah, I mean, the harder the better for me. I love that's one of the reasons why I love Kamala is because you guys get down and you guys get really really sick. So for me it's something important for me. I mean, I started listening to. When I started listening to music, I started listening to, Led Zeppelin and The Doors, and I had a healthy diet of classic rock. But then I kind of diverged into Metallica, and then after Metallica, it was like, I want something harder. I love it, but I want something harder. And then it was Pantera. And then after Pantera, it was like Anthrax. And after Anthrax was like Sepultura, and then after Sepultura,
Yes.
so it keeps building. Even Ginger, like here's my Ginger
Yeah,
shirt.
I love Ginger.
Yeah,
This
man.
is the home back shirt.
This is the new shirt. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
really
wanted to
nice.
support them as best I can, with what's going
Yes.
on. So hopefully my little contribution helps in some
Yeah.
sort of way, you know.
Every help helps for sure. And I
Every
love
dollar.
Ginger.
Yeah, man.
Yes, I love Ginger.
I love them. Have you ever had an opportunity to play with them or no?
Not play. I watched them live. One of the best bands that I saw.
The best, I'm sure.
So yes, it's amazing.
Yeah,
But
not
play
just me.
together,
It is
not yet.
incredible. I bought it too. Bauer says he bought it too. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it is an awesome shirt.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bauer, nice.
yeah, man.
Follow
I
Bauer.
had to
He's
buy it. Once I saw that
yeah,
on their Instagram, I was like, oh my god, I gotta buy it. I don't even care. I don't care how
yeah,
much. I'm buying it.
yeah.
And it finally came. I would say last week. I think it came. So, and in
Oh,
fact, I
cool.
wasn't even going to wear this, but this morning I got up and I was like, you know what? I really think that Raphael is going to appreciate if I wear that shirt. So there you go.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah,
I
man.
love I love the band. I support the Ukrainians at
Oh,
this
for sure.
moment,
Yeah.
dark times, and
Dark
at the
times.
same time, we cross our fingers and hope
Yeah.
that they can be back on
I
tour
hope so. I know
as
that they
soon as
just
possible.
canceled their tour, but
Yes,
I really wish they wouldn't have had to do that. But I mean,
yeah, yeah,
I don't think it was anything but that they had to cancel. There's
yes, for sure. Yeah.
Let's see. Victor's asking. I don't know if you already talked about Kamala in Europe, but could you ask Raphael how Kamala became so huge in France? There you go. So how did you get so big in France?
Oh, we already made six European tours. So the first time we have only one gig in France
Hmm.
on Wednesday.
On a
It
Wednesday.
was
Wow.
yeah was nice. But after the second tour, and after that, I think our third or fourth tour was only in France. So all the gigs in France was sick,
Huh, I
and
bet you. They
the
love metal
energy.
up there, man. They're
Yes,
in
yes,
France. Oh yeah. That's like
and
Brazil,
it's
right? They
a
just love metal. People love metal.
yes, and I believe that because of Gojira is bigger and bigger now.
Hmm.
It's almost the same when Sepultura was bigger in became bigger, sorry, in on the 90s.
Ah,
That
yeah.
opened the eyes and the ears for the metal.
Yes.
So when a band for your country became huge, it's good for everybody.
Absolutely.
So they have the Hellfest, one of
Ah,
the
yeah.
biggest metal festivals.
Oh yeah.
So it's crazy because at the same time we made for the first time our acoustic gig in France, and it was crazy. In one of those gigs, they made a wall of death in an acoustic gig, and I say, "Oh my God, this is special."
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, the energy is amazing.
I bet. Yeah, lots of
It,
people saying hello to you, and
hello, hello,
yeah, because
really nice.
yeah,
Thanks.
that's awesome. Um, so who are some of the other bands like that you really like to gig with when you go on tour? Or do you guys pretty much just tour on your own? Do you have an opening act, or do you just do it?
No,
No.
not yet, but I wish to make a support tour.
Yeah.
But Kamala is still independent band for
Yeah.
everything, for the release, for touring.
Yeah.
So I organize the gigs.
Ah,
I
okay.
send a lot of
You're
messages.
very
So
busy.
yes, I book the gigs.
Yeah.
So but I hope in the near future that we can make some support gigs.
Yes.
So maybe 10 or 15 gigs with the same the same backline,
Ah,
the
yeah.
same structure, and open for the one of two same bands the same night would be really cool.
Had a band that you really, really wanted to open for. Who would that band be?
I think today Gojira.
Ah, nice.
Gojira. Metallica is my my favorite band ever.
Yeah,
But Gojira today is one of my favorites. Is on the second.
they're amazing. Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah, Ginger as well.
Oh, yeah.
Slipknot.
Slipknot. Oh, yeah.
So yes,
Man, that would be amazing. Oh, man,
yeah,
I would be so happy for you guys. Jeez, I'll tell you what.
yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
We need to work. We need to work, not to wait.
Yeah.
Uh,
You've been working hard, man. It's funny.
yes.
My father always told me it takes 20 years to be an overnight success, right?
Oh, 20.
Well, maybe more. But
Okay.
you could be working hard for so long, and
Uh-huh.
finally, after all those years of putting in the groundwork, then you become this big band. Like I'm sure that bands like
Hmm.
Sepultura or Gojira
Yes.
or
Yes.
Anthrax, whatever, they were grinding it, and Metallica was grinding it for years before they made it.
Yes. Yes.
So it's
And
just that's how it is, man. That's how the music
yes.
business is, unfortunately. But then when you make it, and it's like nobody,
Yes.
you know.
And at the same time, the music industry is always changing.
Yes,
So it's different times, and
yes,
we like to have the taste of every little victory.
abs-
So Kamala don't pay for anything.
yeah,
He never paid.
yeah,
So I know that a lot of people pay to play, pay to be on the label,
yes,
but to us, we lost this special taste of the victory. So maybe is the not the short uh, way to the
right,
success, but
right,
at the same time, we don't give up until now.
yeah,
So we don't give in
no,
ever. So
never,
so this is the spirit. We need to stay true with ourselves
yeah,
to connect our art with more people. So
yeah. And
we believe that.
how do you feel about the audiences during your gigs? I mean, how is the energy between you and the audiences? I mean, I've seen and I've heard, on the Live in France that obviously the people are really digging what you're doing. But like when you're
Yeah.
there, what's the energy like for you at a show?
Oh, it's amazing. It's brutal.
Yes.
At the same time, I saw a lot of smiles.
Yeah.
So I like to have circle pit and stuff like that. But when the song finished and the people, it's the
Yes.
best.
It's the best.
So I love. It's really beautiful. We appreciate every little movement. So even the guy that stayed there watching the band, I know that if he is watching the band, he's enjoying the band.
Yes.
So after the song, he clapped the hands. For example, uh, the German reacting different for the French people, for the Brazilian people. So I wish to play in Chile, Argentina. We never play, but the audience of those countries looks like insane.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure.
yes,
What
yes.
what's the furthest away from Brazil you ever played?
Oh, maybe Poland.
Poland. Wow.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Have you ever?
So
Oh no, you never played the States before. Well, I think you and I talked about that.
no,
Yeah.
no. But I wish. But I
Yeah.
wish to.
Do you
Really
think that
wish.
maybe that can happen sometime? Are
Yeah,
you
yes.
looking toward that? Like something
Yeah,
toward doing that?
yes. For sure, if we have a label to help with the working visas,
Yes.
could help to make on the right way is
Yeah.
important.
Right. Right.
But a lot of American people listen us because we have the numbers of Spotify,
Yeah.
iTunes, YouTube,
Yeah.
and we saw a lot of people from the United States enjoying our music. So
Good.
maybe
Man.
this day will come.
Oh man. I hope so. I really hope it. I
Yes,
hope that happens for you guys.
yes.
You.
Fingers crossed.
I wanted to. Yeah. Fingers crossed. I wanted to. Uh, I wanted to ask you too, like when you were young Raphael, how long did it
Yeah.
take for you to become proficient at playing guitar?
Oh.
I'm very curious because you're very, 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 very skilled in guitar. And it's when I see you playing, you know, it's
Hmm.
funny when I watch your lives, you know, I haven't been watching them lately because I've been kind of moving
Okay.
and doing a bunch of stuff. So I'm sorry for that. I know
No,
everything
no
goes on
problem.
there. But when you're doing your lives, it's as if like even if I throw out a song like an obscure song, you're able to
Uh-huh.
play the song, and it's like
Yeah, I
it's
try.
crazy. But how did young Raphael become so proficient, and how long did it take you to get to that point in your life where you said to yourself, if you did, wow, you know, I could pretty much play whatever, you know, if it's thrown at me. Like how old were you during at that time? Because I'm just curious how
Uh,
long it took you to get to that point. Because I've tried playing guitar, I feel, and it's so hard. Even though you sent me those videos,
uh-huh.
it's like impossible. I don't know. To you, it's probably like, oh, it's just nothing, no big deal. But for somebody that has no experience on guitar, it's so hard.
Yeah.
And I can't even
Yes.
fathom how good you are and people like, you know, Steve Vai, let's say, right? And
Yeah.
like Eddie Van Halen or whatever. But like people in that frame, like how in the world do you become so good? So that's my question to you. How long did it take you to become that proficient, and how in the world did you do it? Please tell
Okay.
me.
Uh, I started to listen metal when I was 11, and my older brother play bass, and he said, "Rafa, try to learn guitar to play with me." And I say, I don't want to learn any instrument."
Yeah.
And my mom and my dad gave to me my first guitar, was aside of me 1 year, and I remember clarity that I watched the VHS a year and a half by Metallica. That
Uh,
was the recording of Black Album, and after that
yes.
the tour. And after that, I said, "This is what I want to make with my life. This is my dream, and now my work and my goal." So I start to have guitar lessons when I was 15 years old, and when I was 18 years old, I started to give guitar class.
Wow.
So
So three
I
years. Yeah.
yes, but I study a lot, a lot, a
Yeah.
lot. So
Sure.
in a normal day, at least 3 hours.
Mm.
But on, for example, on the Saturday, I break up the the study time, but 7 8 hours.
Wow. So
So I
friends
have
were out
that
there.
goal.
You were out there studying.
Yes, yes. So at that time I don't have girlfriend. I don't go to the parties.
That's okay.
So I play less video games at that time, and then prefer to learn
But that's why you
guitar.
do it now because you have to make up all that time.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
But now I teach guitar for almost 20, sorry, 22 years,
Wow.
20 years. So
Amazing.
I every day I play,
Yeah.
but it's different teach. Of course, we always learn with our students, but I try always to find things to study until now.
Yeah.
So I study a lot of flamenco, a lot of stuff that wasn't metal, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
So bossa nova, uh,
Ah,
a
nice.
lot of yes. So I can upgrade my metal style with
Yes, of
different stuff.
course.
So it's important, in my opinion, play other styles
Yeah.
uh,
Well, don't
to
forget,
have that.
Randy Rhodes played classical, you know?
Yes, yes, for sure.
So have you ever thought about playing classical or trying classical?
I try. It's hard, but
Yeah, I thought it was very
uh,
hard. Somebody told me it's like almost
yes, yeah.
impossible. Yeah.
As flamenco is really hard.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if on this life I will have my right hand that I wish, because like Paco de Lucia,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but it's important that we try to want to learn new stuff every day. So when I have the idea to make the Run to the Hill series,
Yeah.
was nice to connect with myself when I was younger. That every day at the time I tried to learn some band that I liked. So most of the Run to the Hills videos I learned 5 minutes before. Learn and play, learn and play, learn and play.
Yeah, yeah. Jow Jow again. He says he improvises flamenco and blues amazingly.
Yeah, I try.
Good. Well, it's funny, you know,
Valeu, João.
a lot of seasoned guitar players understand that blues is not as easy as it sounds. You know,
Yes.
a lot of people think blues is so easy because it's 1-4-5, but there's a lot more to it, you know.
Yes, yes. And we need to have the feeling. My
Yes.
teacher was a blues man.
Okay.
So what was nice when I bring my acoustic guitar when I was younger, that every people said, "Oh, here comes the metalhead," and I say, let's play some blues," and say,
That's
"What?
right. Let's
Yes,
play
some
some John.
blues."
Okay, come on,
So
let's do
yeah,
it.
yeah, yes.
Nice
So
meeting.
it's nice. Until this day, I play blues. Blues.
Ah,
I
that's
like.
great. I've never heard you play blues. I would love to hear you play some blues one day.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
played this week. I made a lot of improvisation on
you did?
Instagram. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, I'm sorry that I didn't tune in, man. I would love to hear you play.
Next time I send you the invitation.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, when are you gonna do that? It seems like you do it like in the middle of the week, right?
And
Anytime,
every free space.
every free space.
Yeah, yeah. So I try to now on these days make Twitch as my main platform
Oh,
to live streaming. So I have my Twitch channel because there is nice because I can play with the original track as backing track
oh,
with good quality. If I use, for example, I play Master of Puppets.
yeah,
Uh, the streaming shut down on Instagram because of the rights.
that's right. And on Facebook too, the same thing. That you
Yeah,
know, one
yes,
of
the
the
same.
reasons why I do the show on here is because I feel
Hmm.
like I have more freedom to do what
Yes.
I want. But
Yeah.
maybe in the future, perhaps I should do Twitch. I don't know anything about Twitch, so maybe you and I might have to talk privately
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
Seriously, because I know nothing about it.
Yes. I'm
So
learning, but
you're learning?
it's
Okay.
really nice. It's really nice.
Okay.
Enjoying.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to ask you too one thing. I was trying to when I was doing the promo pictures and like the things that I was doing for this that I sent you, so
Uh-huh.
that people would tune in. You don't have any songs. There's no Kamala songs. I couldn't find one for you.
On
To,
Instagram.
yeah, on Instagram to do the little promotion things. Like I usually do that with like if I'm going to have somebody who's a musician on there, I'll find whatever it is
Okay.
and then do the thing. But I couldn't find any Kamala. I was really disappointed in that.
Because Kamala is a common name, and we
Ah,
have another Kamala stuff. Maybe the next time you can try first the song title, and
okay.
after that you type Kamala.
Okay, so maybe, yeah, good maybe. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
was reading this. Good night. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, sorry about that. I probably should have
Oh,
thought
no problem at
thinking
all.
outside the box like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So anyway, all right. So we're getting down to like seven. It's 7:49 here, so it's 7:50
yeah.
Eastern time. What time zone are you? Central time?
1 hour ahead.
Oh, okay. So it's it's almost
It's
9 o'clock there.
almost the same. Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask some people. I know there's been some questions, and I like to, at the end of my interviews, at the last few minutes, I like to see if people have any questions for you. And I know that
Okay,
there were some. So I'm just going to scroll back and see if there's any that
okay,
maybe I missed. But I don't think that there is. There might be. But if anyone has any questions for Raph, just go ahead and put them in there in the comments there, and I'll read them off for him, or he can read them too. I think he's got the same thing I've got.
okay.
With dedication, professional. I'm just reading back here. We love Raph. That's awesome, man. I love seeing comments like that. That's great.
Me too.
Yeah.
And where are you living?
I live
United
in
States?
Florida, in the U.S.
Florida. Okay,
in
okay.
Southwest Florida. Have you heard of
Nice.
this city called Cape Coral, Florida? I don't know if you know where that
No,
is.
no, not the city, but
It's near.
this.
It's probably about 25 minutes. I don't know if it's. I just moved here like a couple of years ago, so I don't know. North of Fort Myers, or maybe
Okay,
east of Fort Myers.
okay.
But that's where I live. That's where I'm coming from right now. Where do you live in Brazil? What part of Brazil do you live in?
And near from São Paulo. So
Oh,
the
okay.
city is Campinas. It's
Ah.
1 hour from São Paulo.
Oh, okay. Do you go
So
to Sao Paulo a lot?
yes, yes.
Yeah. Is it like
Because
yeah, nobody I don't have any questions on you. Is it like the major it's like the major town, right? The major city
yes,
there?
yes,
Kind of
yes,
like a New York City kind of thing?
yes. The traffic is the worst part.
Ah, I'm
A
sure.
lot of traffic jam,
Yeah.
yes. But once I was give the interview from Andreas Kisser in
Yeah.
São Paulo
Yeah.
on his show, and I say, "Oh, was fast. 1 hour. I already arrived in São Paulo, and and check the GPS was 15 kilometers. I say, oh, I am near. And after that, I took 1 hour more to get on the place
Oh,
because a lot of traffic jams.
yeah, yeah. There was somebody here who asked if you could ask Ref how he became artist of so many amazing brands like Solar Guitars, Evertune, and Brogan Digital. And Brogan,
Oh,
yeah, how did that happen? That's a good question. I'm sorry I missed it. Whoops.
oh,
Thanks, Victor.
thanks a lot. Thanks, Victor. As always, I like to be true with myself with the brands.
Yeah.
So I only work and became official artist for brands that I love, and for me they made a difference on my playing. So the first brand that I became an official artist was Solar Guitars.
Ah, yeah.
I'm huge Ola Englund fan, and I remember when he released the brand, and I saw Ola video for many years,
Yeah.
and it was natural because I have my first solar guitar, and at the time I sent the email for for Ola and Luis, his wife, and I said the guitar is amazing, totally comfortable to play, amazing tone.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So I really wish to talk about to become an artist, and I received the email welcome
Wow.
me.
That's
So it
awesome.
was really cool because
Yeah.
it was, as always, I deserve it. So on
Absolutely.
the past, a lot of, not a lot, but some brands offer me free guitars and stuff like that. But I can, it doesn't look right to me
Yeah.
accept a guitar just because the guitar is for free. No,
Right.
that guitar needs to represent myself.
Yeah.
So
For
I
sure.
need to wish play with that guitar every single day. So after was this guitar was this one,
Yeah.
and
Beautiful.
this guitar thanks,
Love
and
it.
this guitar have the Evertune bridge.
Yeah.
You know this bridge,
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
never get out tune. You know,
Oh, that's great.
so it's a American brand.
Uh-huh.
And after that, I sent the email. I say, oh, I became a solar artist, and I totally love the bridge. It's amazing. I really wish to become an official artist. The same thing that I made with the solar.
And they did
Uh,
it.
yes, always with my heart on it, and
It's amazing.
yes, and after that, during on the pandemic was the Boggin Digital,
Yeah.
the impulse response, amazing brand by Jans Bogren and Jason. So when they release, oh, and just back a little, I was the second guitarist, Brazilian guitarist, to become a solo artist.
Wow.
So it was really on the beginning.
Yeah.
So
That's
the
pretty.
relationship is amazing. It's like a family with all the brands. And during the pandemic, Bogman Digital released the brand, and I check out. I say, "Oh my God, this is amazing." So I use when you are listening the Duca, Aimless, and my
Nice.
solo EP,
Yeah.
and the next Kamala album with the amazing Bogman Digital Impulse Response, and the same thing. And at the time, I was the first artist on the globe. So
Awesome,
I
man.
say, I say the product it's amazing.
All right, high five.
And during the pandemic, I also started to have my
Yeah.
own.
Skull
It
Strength,
is
man. That's
skull
awesome.
string, yes, but
Yeah.
it's from, they are French,
Yes.
and I meet them on touring, and I was I sent an email because the material is really nice, and I was searching for a few brands that I like to
Yeah.
become a partner.
That's so
And they
great.
say, Rafa, you don't want to make your signature school string set. I say, oh my God, this is better than I wish.
Yeah.
So this is my ah,
Perfect, man. I love that.
yes.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
awesome.
stainless steel strings, so
Yeah.
the durability is amazing. The sound, the tone.
Beautiful.
So with all the brands, like as I said, with the what I believe for the band need to be natural, need to have taste.
Yeah.
I where you want to buy, for example, a solar guitar
Yeah.
with a people that doesn't use the solar guitar.
Exactly.
So every single day I put a smile in my face, say this guitar is amazing, this impulse is amazing, this string is amazing, this bridge is amazing. So when I feel that is the right timing to talk with the brains, the no answer, the negative answer I always had.
Yeah.
So why not try?
Yeah.
So I
You
speak
reach out to them.
first of all, I always speak with my heart.
Yeah.
Of course, is business. Of course,
Yeah.
is the music business. But when you, I, I, I I believe that when you speak with your heart and speak that this instrument or that gear really makes the difference for you, will make the difference for another people and another people and another people.
Exactly.
And this is the point that they choose an artist to represent
Yeah.
a brand. So
That's awesome, man.
yes.
I just want to say, Raphael, this has been a great conversation, and I really appreciate it. They're giving me a little thing here. It says 1 minute 45 seconds remaining. So
Okay.
the end of our interview. But I appreciate it so much. I learned a lot about you, and you know, I'd
Oh,
like to have you back some other time. I think that'd be
for
awesome.
sure.
Yeah,
When
man.
you want me.
Oh man, I'm so excited for that too. I just want to say thank you again. Thank you so much to you. Thank you to the people that have been watching, asking questions, things like that. There was another question that somebody had, but we don't really have time for it, unfortunately. Victor asked another question, but I
Which
do want to.
be,
I do want to get into that, but I don't think we have
yeah, yeah.
enough time. There's only like
Yes, I need to rush, but maybe line
next time. We'll save
six
it for next
or
time.
like, yeah.
All right, man. Well, thank you again. I really appreciate it. Yeah, all this is good. And
Stay
I'm sure
safe,
that
stay
you and I,
metal.
what's that?
Stay safe and stay metal.
Yeah, always stay
Always.
safe and stay metal, always.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm sure we'll be
Thanks.
talking back and forth, you know, like we always do.
For sure.
But
For
yeah,
sure.
please let me know the next time you do that. Send me
The,
you know, an invite, please.
okay.
I just want to know
Okay.
about all that. I want to see you doing that. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Okay. My pleasure.
Cool, man. All right, I got 30 seconds. Thank you again, buddy. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Greg,
Thank you
from the
again, man.
heart. Thanks for the invitation. And thanks, everybody that enjoyed the chat. And
Thank you.
always.
Thank you very, very much.
Thanks.
Oh, my God. Thank you, man.
Yeah. See ya.
All right. Well, that's the end of this interview. I appreciate Raphael's time. It was a great interview, and I got 10 seconds. So make sure you tune in next week. I have a man from New York City. His name is Gedalia. He'll be on here. Raph, take care. I'm out. See you later.